we start by brining it. I'm going to use some Maldon sea salt and generously sprinkle that on, some brown sugar, in the fridge for an hour. You're going to make your own stovetop smoker by double lining a roasting tin with foil. Next, cover a wire rack that will fit into the roasting tin with foil. You'll need some smoker gun smoking chips, so they're almost like sawdust. Sprinkle those along the bottom of your roasting tin. Place the wire rack on top and put your salmon on top of the covered wire rack. Cover the whole thing with a large piece of foil and sort of tuck it in tightly, but leave one little corner open so that you can tell when it starts to smoke. Put it on a medium-high light, leaving that little tiny corner open so you can see when the smoke starts to escape. What I'm saying here is how I want you to see that this is so easy. If only it was easy for me to remember to put my microphone on. The smoke is escaping, so using oven gloves, because that pan will be very hot, seal it up, drop the heat down to low and cook for 10 minutes. Apologies that the previous bit of this film had my voiceover. I forgot to put my bloody microphone on yet again. I used to call it placenta brain, but that's kind of pushing it a bit considering the last time I produced a placenta was 24 years ago. So it's just my old lady brain. This has had 10 minutes. I just want you to see how easy this is. And I don't want to cook it again. I'm going to use my poker so you can see how it looks. The middle bits are still a little bit pink, but they'll carry on cooking. If you want to know what to do with hot smoked salmon, it is 100 times better than the stuff you buy in the supermarket, which really is, to my taste, overcooked. There are some recipes on my website using hot smoked salmon. This is particularly delicious with some lovely, warm, buttery new potatoes and simply salmon sprinkled over, maybe some asparagus heads. I'll taste a bit from here. It's my hot smoked salmon. Oh, it's lovely. It's not too smoky. It's salty, it's sweet. It's delicious. Another serving suggestion for the hot smoked salmon. So I'm putting in a dollop of creme fraiche. That's quite a lot. I'm going to put in a squeeze of lemon. I've got a tablespoon of chives, a tablespoon of dill, and 1 teaspoon of tarragon, because tarragon is really quite strong, and give that a mix up. I'm going to add the merest, very tiny bit of Dijon and some salt and pepper. Then flake in the hot smoked salmon. And then I'm going to just store it. I mean, you can put it in nice pots if you're making this for a dinner party, but I'm going to leave it in the fridge for me to pick at. So I'm just going to put it in an airtight container. Give it a stir. I might give it one more squeeze of lemon, and there we have hot smoked salmon pate. How simple was that? So give it a go making the hot smoked salmon. You can make some delicious dishes. Oh, and there's loads more recipes on my website. There's a lovely tart and a little starter. That one's for me. Hot smoked salmon pate. Here we bloody go again. Microphone, you can see, is on my shirt, but it wasn't working. Anyway, this is a serving suggestion for the hot smoked salmon. I've melted a little bit of butter in a pan, in which I'm going to put about half a banana shallot cut really, really small, and I'm just going to let that sweat until it's soft. There is a pan there of boiling water with some salt in for some new potatoes. I suppose the good thing with this is I'm getting really good voiceovers. So my onions are now nice and soft, and I'm going to put in a splash of wine. I suppose it's about 2 mouthfuls. And let that bubble until it literally is just covering the bottom of the pan. Once that's reduced, you can see it's reduced in the pan. This next bit is optional. I just like a slightly more complex sauce. I've got about 40 ml of chicken stock. And again, I'm going to reduce that right down to at least half. Next going in, I'm putting in a scant half a teaspoon of, I'm just looking at the picture. whole grain mustard, and give that a little stir. Check to see, all of this is done whilst your potatoes are cooking. It's so quick, and again you'll see how much double cream I'm pouring in. I was just sniffing to make sure it was still okay. And give that a stir and just let that thicken a little bit. The potatoes are now nice and soft, and while they're still in the water, I've got some asparagus tips that I'm just going to put in the water and leave them for a couple of minutes while we finish off the salmon. I flaked the hot smoked salmon into the warm sauce, put the potatoes and the asparagus onto the plate, and then spooned that gorgeous salmon with sauce on top. Another serving suggestion for the hot smoked salmon, I'm going to make a tart. I don't have a tart tin with a loose bottom. I've just got one of these rings, which is from my restaurant days. And so for this, I will put a baking sheet in the oven to preheat at 180 degrees. Bloody ready rolled pastry. It's never big enough. I can hardly ever get the block pastry now. Well, I can't get it online on my online shop. I can when I go to the supermarket. But I'm so busy filming, I don't get out to the supermarket much. So I'm actually just going to extend it with my rolling pin. Always roll away from you. I don't know why I'm giving you lessons about pastry. I'm not a baker. Then I'm going to lay this over the ring. I'm just cutting a bit of pastry off because the easiest way to punch the pastry into the corners is to use another piece. Remove the excess pastry. This is the easiest way to do it, with a rolling pin. Prick the base all over, and I'm going to put that in the fridge for 30 minutes. This has come out of the fridge after 30 minutes. I've put a piece of baking paper on and some baking beans, and I'm now going to put it onto the hot tray and bake it for 15 minutes. This has had 15 minutes. I'm just going to remove the bacon beans, and this is going to go back in the oven for 10 minutes. While that's in the oven, I'm going to make the filling. The recipe for this is actually on my website, the hot smoked salmon tart, because I have messed around with the quantities here because my tart is so small. So you've got egg yolks. I'm using 2 egg yolks. I've got 125 ml of cream. I've got this is 2 teaspoons of tarragon, a nice pinch of cayenne pepper, a pinch of salt, and plenty of black pepper. Give that a whisk. Tarts come out. I'm going to sprinkle half of the hot smoked salmon on the bottom. I'm going to tip the rest into my egg mixture, along with, I've got 40 grams of Gruyère. Fork that through. Now at this point, you'd then pour that in the tart and put it in the oven. But because my tart is so thin, I'm actually going to use the function on my oven that has a pull-out shelf so that I can actually pour it in while it's on the shelf, and then I haven't got to move it. I'm going to check it after 20 minutes. A bigger pie will take maybe 25 to 30 minutes, so I'm going to check mine after 20, trying to cover all bases. So my little tart has actually, I just checked it after 12 minutes and it's done. It's very thin. I'm going to, oh, look how easy that comes off. I'm going to leave this to cool. And here it is. Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. Salmon and Gruyère tart. I seem to think somewhere locked in the back of my head, I read somewhere that you shouldn't eat these tarts, quiche type things, fresh from the oven. You need to let it cool right down and just be just warm to get the full flavour. I might be making that up, it might be complete bollocks.